Chemical effects of electric current. Hello and welcome to isaykids. Let's go through the isaykids revision sheets. Electric current is the rate of flow of electrons in a conductor. Good conductors of electricity are the materials that allow electric current to pass through them. For example, copper and aluminium. Poor conductor of electricity are the materials that do not allow electric current to pass through them. For example, rubber, plastic, and wood. Why does a bulb glow when an electric current passes through it? It is due to the heating effect of current. The filament of the bulb gets heated to a high temperature and it starts glowing. Remember, if the current being passed is not strong enough, the bulb will not glow. It can happen when the conducting material is not as good a conductor as required. What happens when a compass needle is kept nearby when current flows in a wire? The magnetic needle gets deflected. Now, why does it happen? A current-carrying conductor produces a magnetic field around it. This magnetic field applies force on the magnetic needle of compass and thus the needle shows deflection. What is a tester? Tester is a device used to test if a particular material allows electric current to pass through it or not. A simple conduction tester has an electric cell and a torch bulb. One terminal of the cell is connected to one terminal of the bulb by a wire. The other terminal of the cell and bulb have wires which can be brought in contact with materials to test whether they are good or poor conductors of electricity. If the material is a good conductor, the bulb glows. If it is a poor conductor, the bulb does not glow. While using LED in place of electric bulb in the tester, the longer wire or lead attached to the LED is always connected to the positive terminal of the battery. LED light sources consume less electricity and have longer lifetime than light bulbs and fluorescent tubes. If the current through a circuit is too weak, the filament does not get heated sufficiently and it does not glow. It might happen when the conductor is not a very good conductor. A tester can be used to check if a liquid is conducting or non-conducting. To check if the liquid is conducting or not, connect the liquid between the two ends of the tester by completing the connection of the circuit properly. Instead of using a cell, a battery can be used. When the liquid between the two ends of the tester allows the electric current to pass, the circuit of the tester becomes complete. The current flows in the circuit and the bulb glows. It means that the liquid is conducting. When the liquid does not allow the electric current to pass, the circuit of the tester is not complete and hence the bulb does not glow. It simply means the liquid is not conducting. Milk, vinegar, sulfuric acid solution, seawater, and rainwater conduct electricity, whereas sugar solution and honey do not conduct electricity. Tap water versus distilled water. Have you ever wondered why is tap water a better conductor than distilled water? Well, this is due to the presence of mineral salts in the tap water. This also tells us why we should never handle electrical appliances with wet hands. Now, is air a bad conductor? Yes, very much under normal circumstances. However, during lightning, an electric current can pass through air. So, when the electric field is high enough, like in the case of lightning, the air partially ionizes at which point there are free electrons to carry current and the air becomes essentially conductive. So, with large voltages, it is possible to generate electrons that can move freely in a gas and conduct electricity, as in the example of lightning. So, essentially, all materials can conduct under certain set of conditions. Therefore, materials are classified as good and bad conductors and not as conductors or insulators. Remember, any solution of acids, bases, or salts can also conduct electricity. If electrodes were immersed in water and a current was passed, bubbles of oxygen and hydrogen were produced. Oxygen bubbles formed on the electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and hydrogen bubbles formed on the other electrode. This was discovered in 1800 by a British chemist, William Nicholson. Chemical reactions are caused by the passage of an electric current through a conducting liquid. The resulting effects are called chemical effects of currents. When electric current is passed through the copper sulfate solution, copper sulfate dissociates into copper and sulfate. The free copper gets drawn to the electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery and gets deposited on it. From the other electrode, a copper plate, an equal amount of copper gets dissolved in the solution. Thus, the loss of copper from the solution is restored and the process continues. This means that copper gets transferred from one electrode to the other. Electroplating. The process of depositing a layer of any desired metal or another material by means of electricity is called electroplating. It is widely used in industry for coating metal objects with a thin layer of a different metal. Jewelry makers electroplate silver and gold on less expensive metals. These ornaments have the appearance of silver or gold but are much less expensive. Chromium has a shiny appearance. It does not corrode. It resists scratches. However, chromium is expensive and it may not be economical to make the whole object out of chromium. So, the object is made from a cheaper metal and only a coating of chromium over it is deposited. Tin cans used for storing food are made by electroplating tin onto iron. Tin is less reactive than iron. Thus, food does not come into contact with iron and is protected from getting spoiled. Iron is used in bridges and automobiles to provide strength. However, iron tends to corrode and rust. So, a coating of zinc is deposited on iron to protect it from corrosion and formation of rust. That's it for now. All the best. Check out these videos too. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please do now. If you like the video, please hit the like button and let us know in the comment section how did you find the revision sheet. All the best to you. Keep learning, keep growing. Have a great day.